Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second edition of Bharat PSU Manthan, presented by Mini Orange. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we are hearing from the brightest minds today, and with this, I would like to welcome someone really special today, a distinguished representative from Delhi Police, an institution that stands at the forefront for public safety and law enforcement. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Nidhin Valsan from Delhi Police. A very warm welcome, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
So, sir, my first question for you is, what do you think is the biggest opportunity for law enforcement agencies in India's digital transformation journey?
Uh, Law enforcement is always part of every country, and in present situation, we can see a lot of technological advancements. So it gives opportunities as well as at the same time it gives us challenges also. The opportunities in the way like we can embrace the technology and deliver our services better to the citizens of the country, and challenges in the way that whenever there is a technological upgradation or technological progress, there are always some part of the society which likes to misuse it.
Yeah.
So there need to be a check and balances also. So we need to use the technology for betterment of the society. In that way, we need to ensure that we also have enough knowledge base and systems in place to check up on the misuse of the technological advancement as well.
Yeah, because excessive of everything is
Yep.
wrong. So moving on to the next question. So which emerging technology will have the most impact on the law enforcement agencies over the next 5 years?
Uh, uh, in fact, next 5 years, it's very difficult as far as the technology is concerned, because nowadays we see like technology is changing within 6 months or a year.
Yeah.
As of now, the biggest challenge I feel is artificial intelligence, because artificial intelligence has taken the technological domain to a next level. The pace of computing has increased. In fact, we have systems which can analyze images, videos, and come up with different opinions. We have solutions which can go through large chunks of data and come up with conclusions, and we have, in fact, if I told you go in that domain, in this domain, we know we can see solutions which are developing videos, copying people, and which is very difficult to even decipher.
Yeah.
So artificial intelligence, as of now, is actually very reassuring. At the same time, I would say, being a law enforcement officer, challenging also.
Yeah, because a lot of people are getting stolen of their identity as well through AI.
The complaints are coming in that way also.
Yeah. So, sir, what does a future-ready law enforcement agency looks like to you?
A future-ready law enforcement agency should be one step ahead of the criminals, what I would say. We should be always up to date about the latest technologies which are coming in the market. At the same time, we should be able to educate our citizens also, like these are the possible ways in which you can use the technology, and these are the possible ways which it can be misused as well.
Yeah.
And say suppose there is a misuse of the technology, law enforcement agencies should be able to uh, give justice to the victims and ensure that the criminals are actually checked and they are brought it to justice.
Well, that's really something that you pointed that out. All right. So, moving on to our next question. What has been your biggest takeaway from Bharat PSU Manthan 2026?
It was a great opportunity to meet the leaders of our public sector enterprises, and there were a lot of private entities also who had come to this expo. And it was great connecting with people, and it also it as on a personal level, I got to know a lot about the emerging trends, how the directions of PSUs are. In fact, it was a big surprise or like awakening for me. Like the government sector is not limited to finding the customers not only in the public domain or the government domain. They are actually trying to get services, get themselves as service providers to private sectors as well.
Yeah.
So it was a great experience. There is a lot of takeaways, and I hope the experience I had here will benefit myself personally as well as my organization.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, sir, for sharing your perspectives and your thoughts. And thank you for contributing to India's digital transformation journey from your institution. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank
That
you.
was Mr. Nidhin Valsan from Delhi Police.